Dobry den, tovarzysz.
Hey, gorgeous. Did you find out any more about those tunnels?
What I found is a scientist who works in the organic weapon technology program here. He knows all about the machines in those tunnels. I, persuaded him to talk.
So you persuaded the scientist to talk, huh? Did he survive the persuasion?
Violence isn't the answer to everything, Cripto. For example, have you noticed the male-to-female ratio in this village?
You sly dog.
Hey, all I did was sit there.
What'd you find out? Is there any easy way to shut those things down?
Those pumping machines are actually organic little nuclear reactors. Incredible! Not to mention highly unstable. A nuclear fuel rod placed inside one will overload it and cause a meltdown.
And there just happens to be a nuclear plant in town. Ought to be a few fuel rods lying around.
Exactly! If you get some fuel rods, Sergei and I will smuggle them into the tunnels.
Okay, Goldie, I'll get your fuel rods for you, but I expect a big reward.
Agent Sergei is acquiring some transportation as we speak. He'll meet you when you find them. You can ask him for your reward.
The sensors on the saucer are picking up some significant radiation levels near you, Cripto. Either Gastro's gout is acting up, or there must be fuel rods nearby. That container there is giving off mucho radiation. I'll bet the humans are using it to transport the fuel rods. Agent Sergei is waiting with a truck not far from here. I know how you feel about him, Cripto, but you must conquer your personal issues and take him those fuel rod containers.
Thank you, comrade. I will single-handedly load this container onto the truck when you get the next one.
Those fuel rod containers are actually quite enormous. And yet, Agent Sergei can lift them onto that truck all by himself. Most impressive.
That's almost all the fuel rods we need. One more container should do it. Don't pack yourself, little comrade.
It's a miracle how many containers Sergei can carry. He's quite a specimen. Wouldn't you agree, Cripto?
Excellent work, comrade. That should be more than enough fuel rods. I wasn't certain you were strong enough to handle the job, but you proved me wrong. Let's Cripto. It looks like some of our enemies have foolishly blocked the road out. I'd deal with them myself, but my hands are a bit full. Take them on to me while I load this last container onto the truck. Would you, comrade? It seems the authorities have been alerted to our presence, comrade. Ordinarily, I would defeat them all with one hand tied behind my back for sport, but since I'm driving, why don't you follow me to the safe house to ensure our cargo arrives intact, huh?
Oh yeah?
You're almost there, comrade. Hold them off just a little longer.
Be bringing saucers down!
Well done, Cripto! Our cargo has arrived at the safe house. Now, come and see me. We need to talk.
Whoa, look at that. Finished already. And here I was, just getting started. Of course, I work out. Don't know if you knew that.
Thank you, Cripto. Sergey and I can take it from here.
I'll bet. Hey, how about I just stick around and help you out myself? You know, since I'm already here, I'm sure Sergey's a busy guy. You know, embassies to bug, dissidents to torture.
You're very generous, Cripto, but I think he can find the time. I'll rejoin you once he and I have disabled the machines in the caves. Until then, try and stay out of trouble.
Well, that wasn't condescending. So, he makes time with my girl while I sit around and twiddle my phalangopods. Is that it? Well, homie, don't play that. I made it through a whole nother game all by myself. I don't need anybody's permission to knock some monkey heads. Certainly not some chicks. Yeah.
Привет, товарищ. How's it hanging?
Little to the left. Hey, not bad, Goldie. So, you and Sergey, huh? He's really, something. Where'd the two of you meet?
At the KGB Academy, actually.
No kidding. What was he, the janitor?
As a matter of fact, he finished second in our training class.
I got 3 guesses who came in first, and they all start with N.
I think that was part of the attraction. He'd never lost to a girl before.
Wonder if he's ever lost to a Furon. So what happened? You kids seem made for each other.
He wanted me to quit. It's not easy always being second best, I expect.
Tell me about it. So did you shut down the pumps in the tunnels with those fuel rods?
Niet. Too much KGB heat on the tunnels because of the theft. I should have seen it coming. Anyway, it's too dangerous for Sergey and me to infiltrate them now.
Well, we gotta shut those pumps down. Whole town smells like Newark.
Oh, we will, Cripto. Have no fear. And this time, I want you on the job. I need you to carry a fuel rod into each of the tunnels and place it in the reactor of each of the pumping machines. Sergey and I have hidden a container of fuel rods near each tunnel.
Wait, you lost me. Didn't you say the tunnel entrances were crawling with KGB?
Da, but not while the scientists conduct their weekly radiation tests.
No sweat, dollface. Consider those pumps out of order.
I don't expect you to carry that fuel rod into the tunnel with your bare phalangopods, Cripto. Use your psychokinesis.
Static escape!
I wouldn't have thought humans had the technology to make an organic machine like this. It seems far beyond their primitive capabilities. You're looking for an opening in the machine to stick the fuel rod. There's an opening on the machine on this side. Use your psychokinesis to stick the fuel rod inside it. A chain reaction in the reactor! The reactor's overreacting! Get out of there, Cripto! Before the whole cavern explodes!
Stop! In the name of...
There's something vaguely alien about all this, Crypto. I can't quite put my phalange part on it. Oh well, it will come to me. Carry on! The reactor is overloading, Crypto! Get out fast! It's going to blow!
Playing your superpower right here.
I'm getting a strange feeling about this place. A strange sort of deja vu. Brains would like you to know what's under that gas cloud on the surface. Excellent work, Crypto. Now hurry and get out of there before that machine explodes! Well done, Crypto. That's the last of the reactors shut down. Now, head up to the base and see if that gas cloud is clear. And you might want to hold your
Put me out! Put me out!
Bada bing, bada boom. Look at those bad boys burn. Hold the phone. What do these freaks want?
Wait a minute. Now that I think of it, that machinery looks suspiciously familiar. Oh my. Holy hookers of Arkvoodle! Crypto, do you know who these freaks are?
They're not commie cabbage heads?
Great galaxies, no! They're not even human! They're the enemy! Our enemy! The enemy we Furons defeated in the Martian War! Crypto! They're Blisk!
Blisk? Wait a minute. I thought we wiped the Blisk out.
I have no explanation! I can barely believe my senses! But a few of them must have somehow survived!
Not for long. Attention, Blisk. I am Cryptosporidium of the planet Furon. This planet is now a territory of the Furon Empire. And your asses belong to me.
As if those crabby shells aren't bad enough! Crypto, keep those Blisk away from the radioactive gas! It appears to recharge their shields! Try using a different weapon, Crypto. You must have something that can short out their shields! one hell of a fight, Cripto. A real barn burner. I'm rather proud of you. Now, come back to the holobox unit. I've got more to tell you about these Blisk. I'm glad you're here, Cripto. We need to hunker down and do some serious strategizing.
Tell me about it. You gotta fill me in on this whole Blisk thing, Pox.
My hard drive is spinning. I hardly know where to begin. They're huge, hideous brutes with giant claws and withering halitosis. They have a single hive mind and an imperviousness to radiation. They take to it like a pig to mud. Imagine a cockroach mating with a lobster.
Oi, enough already. You're making me queasy.
Humans assumed the Tunguska blast of 1908 was caused by a meteorite. But now we know its true cause. The fiery crash of a Blisk warship.
Listen, I skipped most of military history. How'd that war get started, anyway?
Millennia ago, Mars was an ocean world, and the Blisk ruled an underwater paradise. Frankly, they were more than a little cocky about it. The war was long and bitter, but in the end, we reduced their world to desert and wiped them out! Or so we thought. We obliterated most of their warships, though one we could not account for. We assumed it had been destroyed, but it must have been merely disabled, and drifted helplessly through space until it crash-landed here on Earth.
And I'm guessing the Krabbies ain't the forgiving type.
After what we did to them, not bloody likely.
Yeah, well, don't you worry your virtual little head, Pox. This time they're going down for good.
A bold statement. Many Furons fell thanks to the Blisk. And there's another problem. Since the war, the Furon defense budget has been downsized. I fear that most of our current weapons will be ineffective against the Blisk.
Downsize the defense budget? What the hell did the Emperor do that for?
The Blisk were exterminated. No one else posed such a lethal threat. We didn't need the big guns. But none of us saw this coming.
Okay, well, at least we know what we're up against. What do you want me to do?
I'll contact you with new orders as soon as I have some idea what's going on. Until then, just don't do anything rash.
Rash, me? Nah, I got a cream for that. Cleared it right up.
It is written in the Book of Divine Fabrications that the great god of the sacred crotch was not made and cannot be unmade. Arkvoodle is, always was, and always will be. And for once they got it right. Fire at my idol with your disintegrator ray. I'll show you. Told you. Nonetheless, I shall unlock the landing zone. Thanks for playing.